So today, Benji will already do the community shoutouts. So I'll let you start, Benji.
Welcome to another round of community shoutouts, where we recognize some of the great community activity we've seen recently. First, congratulations to Zach, who just graduated from university. Zach recently presented his undergraduate dissertation results to the team, and that video will be released soon. He shared some follow-up results and opened a PR to add the project to our showcase page. His undergraduate thesis project was a dual agent sensory motor system with a camera and a robotic arm with a time of flight sensor that allowed him to test Monty on physical hardware in the real world. Zach is a Thousand Brains project pioneer as he took Monty out into the embodied world and then he shared his work back with the community. Thank you, Zach, and congratulations. Uh, More contributors, AgentRev has continued pushing forward with his project to add telemetry collection to Monty. And this project is very important to our roadmap, and we really appreciate the hard work you're putting in, AgentRev. And so there are just a few more posts over here on the forum. Thank you, AgentRev. Some more contributing. Aleksei made some more progress with reinforcement learning, and he also recently met with Vivian and Niels to get some detailed feedback and suggestions for improvements. Thank you very much for your hard work, Aleksei. More contributions. W. Foxlike opened a couple of PRs from his work using Monty. And these are practical fixes that came from him experimenting with Monty. He found some friction points and then he turned those into improvements for everyone. One's already been merged and one is still open. And we'd like to also just welcome W. Foxlike to the community. He joined the forum last month and he's been very active there with thoughtful posts on real RGBD data, pose matching, and voting on real data. And what really stood out to me about W. Foxlike's posts is the depth of his investigation. Not just that this failed, but also here's what failed, here's what I tried, my results, what I think it means, and what I'm doing next. So we post sharing his results over here, and the team would respond. He would take that into account, run more experiments, change, share the experiments with the team and the results. And it's a very nice flow. So welcome, W. Foxlike. And we had some thoughtful discussions as well this past month, some around ArcAGI 3 and how intelligence works in order to be able to solve the ArcAGI 3 benchmark. AgentRev also shared some more anecdotal details about his dad's experience of transient global amnesia. Thank you for sharing more, AgentRev. More interesting discussions were around attention by Alex and Roger talking about the need for better tools to observe the cortex to empirically test out the thousand brains theory. Safin posted on the forum some great learning-oriented questions about reference frames, objects, and code experiments. And questions like this are helpful because they surface to the team where concepts are still confusing, and they give us a chance to clarify ideas that are confusing for many people at once. It also helps the team learn where we need to improve our documentation to make onboarding easier. Another thank you to W. Foxlike, who gave a detailed answer on this thread on compositional models and hierarchy. And this is a great example of how community members can help one another, even as they are still learning about Monty and the Thousand Brains theory themselves. And this kind of collaborative participation makes our community much stronger. We are very grateful to everyone who shared and mentioned the Thousand Brains project publicly this past month. Your actions matter because they help new people discover the work and help the project become part of broader conversations about intelligence and neuroscience-inspired AI. Thank you to everyone who contributed this past month for all your thoughtful questions, answering others, the way you shared papers and spread the words about the Thousand Brains projects. We're very grateful to all of you.